Hey, this is David Rogers, a friend of mine from Australia. What do you got going, David?
Got a shake table going on in the San Andreas Fault, Parkfield, California. What we're doing is we're installing this 20 by 12-foot frame in a pit in the little township of Parkfield. And what's happening here is what you're seeing is the basic frame of the table. The next thing that goes on, this is a series of floor pieces, which are just over here. And then we're lifting it in the pit with this excavator over here. And we're doing that in about 6 days' time. And then when it goes in the pit, we're attaching an array of 1/2 inch and 5/8 steel rod. And what happens with these rods is attached to this table, and the table's triggered by Californian and Nevada seismic events from magnitude 0 and above. And what these rods do is it's like a mechanical visual representation of this dynamic landscape. It's hot. It's about 110.
And you brought this from Australia.
This has come from Australia, yes. It's arrived in Parkfield 2 weeks ago. And we've spent the last 3 days setting up the frame. And Scott here has done all the plumbing with his hydraulic actuators. So these little red mounts here you see, they lift the floor pieces independently. And this whole frame here slides horizontally. So it's dual axis movement, kind of replicating the P wave and an S wave of an actual earthquake. And over here is the hole it's going in. This trench here was started last Monday, 9th of June 2008. This is where the table is going to sit.
So the actual table level will be at about ground level, correct?
About 5 foot. So it's actually going to sit a foot below this trench here. And then you can actually walk into the pit up to ground level with the table, and you can also walk around these ramps. And these ramps here need tidying up. And
So people coming to look at it can actually walk down into the pit and actually see how it actually works.
that's correct. That's correct. So you've got a dual view. You can actually view it from a distance at height and look down into the pit, and you can also walk into the pit and stand with the machine.
Very cool. And how long will this installation be in place?
This installation will be in place till the 28th of September. And the switch on's just under 2 weeks' time, so we're planning to switch on 28th of June and run right through the 28th of September, which is 93 days.
And it is somewhat autonomous. You won't even have to be here after it's up and running.
Well, machines, it is autonomous. That is the idea behind it. But machines are machines, and they often need babysitting. So I will be here most of that time with the installation.
Good. And how can people find out more about it? Online?
Online, yes, they can look at blog.allshookup.org. It's blog.allshookup.org.
All right, very good.
Thanks, Scott, for helping out.
No problem. It was my pleasure. Thanks, David, for the opportunity. It's a wonderful piece. I just wish I was going to be here to see it in action. I guess I will be back in September, but it's fun to be a part of the installation.
Thank you.